This is a basic guide to the front panel controls of the Orion Stuido. The power button toggles standby and operation state. 4 Class A mic preamps with phantom power over combo input with switchable line high Z input are alongside. Press the Talkback button to activate the Talkback microphone. This can be distributed to your selected headphones and/or monitors using the software control panel. Next, you'll see a Rotary Control, which is a large stepped attenuator for the volume of monitor, headphone, line, and reamp outputs. Clicking in the large volume control allows you to scroll between the different options. By clicking either the Gain, HP, or AB buttons, you can control the Orion Stuido the following ways. The Gain button takes you to the Gain section, so you can apply the required gain to any of the 12 preamp inputs from the rotary encoder. Headphone cycles through the 2 headphone outputs so you can adjust the volume level from the rotary encoder. AB cycles through the 2 monitor outputs that can be adjusted from the rotary controller also. The multifunction display shows various information when used with the 3 function buttons. Be aware that there might be a protective film over the display which dimmed the illumination. Feel free to remove it. By pressing the top and middle function buttons, you can cycle through the display and view various information. Specifically, by holding down the top function button, you can access the system menu of the device, which allows you to access the following submenus and confirm them by pressing the rotary control. Communication interface allows you to choose between Thunderbolt and USB connectivity. Device info displays the serial number of the device, the hardware revision, and the firmware version. Screen save time sets the time that the screensaver will appear on the Orion Stuidio's display. Screen save style changes the style of the screensaver. Talkback Headphone 1 sets whether the Talkback mic will be outputted by the Headphone 1 output. Talkback Headphone 2 sets whether the Talkback mic will be outputted by the Headphone's 2 output. Talkback Monitor sets whether the Talkback mic will be outputted by the monitor outs. Factory Reset performs a factory reset on the unit. Please note that by doing so, all presets, mixer and effect settings will be lost. To scroll up and down, use the rotary control. To enter each one of the submenus, press the rotary control. And to confirm a chosen setting, press and hold the rotary control. Hold down the second function button to access the control menu of the device, which allows you to adjust the number of settings. Clock source sets the clocking source for the Orion Stuido. Sample rate changes the sample rate for the Orion Stuido. Sample rate conversion sets whether or not the SPDIF input is sample rate converted to match the sample rate of the Orion Stuidio's internal clock. For example, if you want the clock to run at 192 kHz and your SPDIF input is at 44.1 kHz, simply press the button to match the sample rate frequency of the Orion Stuidio's internal clock. Peak meter selects what is being displayed on the meter screen of the Orion Stuido. Monitor trim sets the trim levels for the monitor outs. Line out trim sets the trim levels for the line outs. And brightness adjusts the brightness of the unit's display screen. By pressing the lowest of the 3 function buttons, you open the preset recall menu, where you can recall from a list of your 4 favourite saved presets. There are 2 independently assignable headphone outputs, selectable and controllable via the main volume control knob. The lights next to the outputs are illuminated to indicate which headphone output is currently controlled. The reamp outputs are direct outputs that should be used with guitar amplifiers for reamping.